Hello everyone, welcome back. I thought I would round out things nicely, finish off the remaining two HELLUVA Boss shorts. Not sure if we're going to get any more before the show officially starts back up with season 3 mid-October. So this might be our last HELLUVA Boss installment until then, lest any more teaser trailers drop, which they might, but yeah, figured I'd get it all squared away, get those remaining ones finished up, so that's what we're doing today. So yeah, without further ado, let's see what we're working with. I think Stolas is making some appearances, so I'm very excited. Let's get into it. All right, here we go.
Hello, and congratulations on your exciting new career as a contract killer for IMP.
Thank
the
you.
Immediate Murder Professionals. Founded
Jingle?
by sexual dynamo Blitz Buxo, IMP is the #1 imp-run business in the Pride Ring, probably. And now you're going to be part of the magic. Hi, girl. Shit, okay.
Okay, already a lot going on here. I don't know if we're going to get it later in the episode, but I thought maybe the jingle was going to happen. I'm a little crestfallen by that, but that's okay. I'm already seeing immediate parallels to the real ones will know. The SpongeBob, like, Krusty Krab training video episode, very similar to this, obviously. I'm making a comparison where the whole episode was basically, you know, a training video. This is called IMP training video. I assume it's taken some inspiration potentially. I mean, I can't say that for certain. This is, you know, I guess not that abnormal, but it's just the voice of the narrator has that same cadence, probably just copying old-timey training videos and commercials and stuff, but I will be looking for parallels because it's a, you know, a similar concept and one that I really, really enjoyed. So I really hope it kind of carries that same vibe. It may not, but yeah, I'm on the lookout. This caught me off guard, not for the reason you'd think, but because it almost looks like a mirror, which is a bit alarming. I mean, to be fair, it's uncanny. The resemblance is uncanny, but iconic, very in character for Blitz. Also bringing a little of Lucifer from Aspen Hotel into it. He loves that move. Top Business Award. I'm sure nothing of note is hidden behind that. Okay, some continuity. I mean, obviously the shorts are in a way soft canon or semi-canon, but it's not, you know, the equivalent of the show proper. But, oh god, I can't remember which episode, but when Blitz is feeling really down about Stolas and he buys all those owl plushies and gets Luna to burn them. And it might have been the Ghostfuckers episode. I think it was, because Millie's trying to pull him out of his funk and he's just spent all of their money. It was, I think. Because then Moxxie's trying to sort out the finances because Blitz blew all their money on, you know, ornamental horse plates. They're going to pay themselves off in no time, I'm sure. But I presume it's those. Best customer purchasing all our fucking horse plates. And very ironic that the, you know, the top business award was over that because it's covering the evidence of him sinking their business finances, but, you know, for a good cause. Horse plates. Okay, I guess in this scenario, I'm both Blitz and Luna. Employee, oh, okay, that one hurts because that looks like the spelling error is actually part of the shiny frame, the plaque, and not just written on tape. So that's unfortunate.
Going to be part of the magic. Hi, girl. Shit, okay.
Hey.
Just keep rolling. Garmy Hardy, that's a fucking pirate. Okay, howdy, new guy, new girl, them. I am Blitz with the silent O, and I'm gonna be your new boss now, okay?
Sir, they would have met you at the interview.
Moxxie, just shut your
Mox-
trap, motherfucker.
Oh,
Just
come
keep
on.
rolling. Luna will cut it down later. At IMP,
Oh,
we lead
God. Okay, why is Blitz serving, you know, your grandparent really, really trying to be supportive and using, like, them as a second person pronoun, like, hi, them. It's like, you is fine. They're a little confused, but they've got the spirit. It's funny, it's almost like the more professional Blitz tries to seem, the further he veers into just a mess. Okay, this is kind of a fun detail. This is the closest we've gotten to really good spelling, and I wonder if it's because of the upside down gag, like, to make sure we can still read it. There's already that barrier of it being upside down, so having it actually be fully spelled out words kind of makes up the difference there. But so far, seemingly a very low budget production, and that makes sense, a la horse plates. Poor Moxxie, just taking the brunt of things as usual. But yeah, Luna will cut it down in post. She didn't. Definitely not employee of the month, I think.
Fuck it, let's just keep rolling, Luna. We'll cut it down later.
At IMP, we lead the way in progressive workplace practices. Before your training begins, please make sure to fill out your required voluntary employee surveys so that we can make sure you feel seen and heard.
What's on
I need
those?
your gender, species, and sexual preferences, because I want to make sure my workplace slurs land.
I swear, only Blitz. Only Blitz. Okay, first of all, that's very on brand for Blitz. When actually directly like acknowledging someone as a person, like at the start, you know, cycling through the pronouns, actually, you know, being respectful. But then when it comes to insult, he's an equal opportunist. You know, he wants to make sure he's got everyone's correct information so that he can really hit him where it hurts. You got to respect the hustle. But I mean, with his apparent proclivity for slurs, it really makes you think what those penguins said in, I think the first short, no, the second. The first one was Sally Mae. I think it was the second one, the one with the penguins, with the shock and horror that they felt at the penguin slurs. It, you know, it must have been something fierce. But yes, now I could be completely wrong. Maybe my memory is playing up, but I am like 95% sure that these guys are the interns from episode 11 of season 2, Blitz's trial and everything, because I remembered that each of the interns looked vaguely like, you know, Moxxie, Millie, Blitz, and Luna. Obviously the taller succubus, the horns kind of look like Luna's ears, I think, because when they were trying to make their getaway and the interns walk through the smoke and you think it's the gang, or you're supposed to, and it's actually the interns just with similar silhouettes. So I am pretty sure it's these guys, which would make sense for the training video thing. And I would presume this is then after the fact, because if I recall in that episode, they kind of just showed up and were like, hey, we want to, you know, work for experience. And Bliss is like, oh, free. Like, no experience. And obviously the trial came after that. So I'm presuming this is actually, if we're, you know, being exact about timelines, I'm assuming this might be after all that. And they've decided to actually come on and an intern. Obviously, we've got a horse on their little laptop. Design, brand synergy, blog, workplace culture, content creation. Okay, yes, we're just using the most nothing buzzword type things, which is actually accurate. So I'm seeing the realism. Yeah, loving the tone of the video already. Their required voluntary survey for Blitz's personal use. I'm assuming you know, that's the kind of document you want to maybe lie in a little bit. Some little white lies, but you don't want to give Blitz that kind of ammunition.
I want to make sure my workplace slurs land.
Phew. Now with that bullshit out of the way, let's get to the good stuff. Training to be an assassin.
Okay, yeah, I'm like 90% sure now that potential inspiration was taken from that SpongeBob episode in particular, because just the voice, the cadence, even some of the little lines or like similarities that are there, it's like I'm watching that episode, but with a Helluva Boss skin over it, which I'm very happy about. I'm not saying it copied it or anything. If inspiration was taken from that, I'm very happy about it, because that was a banger episode.
To be an assassin.
Listen up, chuckle fucks.
Oh, the
It's
green
time to
screen.
teach you my foolproof method to becoming the perfect contract killer.
Oh, the
All
little
you have to
horse
remember
pointer.
is assassin. We're gonna be doing those word things where the word stands for other shit.
SpongeBob
and
video.
all the businesses
Yep.
do it, and it's not fucking stupid. It's smart, okay, Moxxie? It is professional, and we are doing it. So
Say it, don't spray it.
not. The first thing you have to remember is ass. That stands for assess. You need to assess your target, and that starts the minute a client talks to reception. Hey, Looney, take it away.
Our great receptionist.
My name is Adelaide Scarlett, an heiress who ran afoul of a nasty brute named Emmanuel.
Oh,
Morphy,
theatre kid
who
Moxxie,
is the
you will
second
always be
husband of
famous.
the local oil baron. And he...
Aaron?
Moxxie, I said to keep it simple.
Well, excuse me for caring about the craft.
I'm gonna craft you some fucking...
Hello. I would
Oh.
like to hire...
Okay, yeah, sorry to drone on again about that video, but a big facet of the Krusty Krab training video was spelling, like poop people order our patties and stuff like that. So I'm just seeing the similarities line up. Obviously a little bit more adult in theme here. But God, that's just an awful green screen job. You just know that Blitz did this himself. That's the energy that it's giving. I always love the energy Moxxie brings when he gets to let out his inner theater kid. And obviously I understand for the purposes of this video, his performance does not really align with what they're looking for, but I appreciate that he gave it his all. Seems like we're about to get a swap over to Millie though.
After you some fucking...
Hello. I would like to hire you to kill someone. Please and
Oh,
thank you.
Millie.
Looney, that was very good, but we're doing assess right now. You gotta show them how to ask questions and stuff.
What's the point? We always just wing it anyway.
No, we do not just wing it, okay? This is a business!
Not in the
Plus,
training video.
The system is not cut out for people like us, okay? It is cut out for these idiots. So just please stick to the script.
There's a script?
Fucking damn it, Luna!
Please tell me more about this intended time.
Sorry, I'm just composing myself. Okay, I think we're about to see him do a really good job, but first, poor little Millie, I guess she's either not comfortable being in front of the camera or maybe she just has stage fright, but the sweat, the reading of the lines on her hand, oh, I feel so sad for her because it's like genuinely terrifying when you have stage fright. Luna kind of blowing up their whole spot, exposing that we just wing it. Maybe don't mention that in the training video.
Damn it, Luna!
Please tell me more about this intended target. Name, height, weight, eye color, hair color, age, gender, preferred pronouns, last known location, usual hangouts, any known aliases, and finally, any requests for specific method of death?
Line?
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Now that your mind is
Oh,
equipped with...
I adore this face from Millie. I adore it. Also, Loki, I don't know if he's trying to, but why is Stolas kind of putting the moves on? Like the lean over the desk, the hooded eyes. You know what? He's doing a good job in the role. He's actually asking, the important questions that are needed. No script, he's prepared. And obviously, God, I should have mentioned it, but this does speak to the fact that it is after the trial and everything, obviously. So it's nice that was ironed out, but I wonder how long after. Obviously, yeah, the timeline is loosey-goosey. It's not an exact science, but especially given how we saw him in, like the last episode and like learning on the job and everything, still being devastated, obviously, and just crying while he's on the phone. Not exactly conducive to a great job, so it's nice to see that he's flourishing. He's thriving in his new position. Candidate for Employee of the Month, I think.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Now that your mind is equipped with all the vital information about the target, it's time for...
Part 2! The next thing you
Oh,
need to remember is...
the word,
I guess it's also ass,
the font.
like, get your ass into shape!
Listen up, buttercups. I'm here to make sure you don't get yourself killed or any of us killed on a mission. We will put you through big-time physical conditioning, long-range weapon training, but most importantly, capture evasion.
Imps are smaller than your typical human, so if you're not careful,
Oh.
they can turn the tables on you when you least expect it. Even us pros get captured from time to time.
Okay, I see we're going a little bit more casual rather than professional for the training video. Blitz. Good to see Millie in her element, finally. So yeah, it seems like she's fine in front of the camera, but acting, some stage fright seems to be going on, but she's in her natural habitat right now. Kind of a cool location though. They can barely afford to live, but they have their own little training studio. Honestly, I'm surprised it's lasted this long, given Millie's around. This is where most of their funding goes. And yeah, she's supposedly here to stop them from getting killed, but not on her watch. Nearly took him out right now. And I have to mention Millie's outfit is everything. She is eating it the fuck up. I live. I wanted to pause to check the other stuff in their camera roll. First of all, short, haha, tall, human. Okay, it's exactly what you would expect. A lot of horse paraphernalia going on. Lots of drawings and art. That's his private personal business. I'll move on.
From time to time.
Try fucking always, Moxxie. You get caught all the fucking
I was
time.
gonna say.
Everyone around here needs to stop loving getting shibari'd.
Anyway, the most important thing you need
Ooh,
to
spiky
learn is how to
gloves.
escape from someone bigger than you.
Sir, you're the biggest. Would you mind?
Oh, thank you,
Relatively.
Mox. I didn't think you noticed. Plus, I am also the coolest and strongest and funniest, so I'm also probably the best equipped to fuck.
Yeah!
I was gonna say,
Drop them before they drop you. But if you do get grabbed, you need to hit them where it hurts. The points that are weak on everyone are here and here. Stay down!
yeah, I was like, you're talking a big game in front of one such as Millie. I know that they kind of hold their own against each other, but yeah, I could feel that coming. And this was kind of giving the demonstration in Miss Congeniality, the self-defense. So I was also waiting for this moment.
Stay down, bitch!
Okay, all right. How about
The
we let
tears in his
Moxxie
eyes.
Give it a try, Millie. You know, to simulate all the weak little sissy boys out there.
Suit yourself.
All right, do your best. Ow! 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 I can't fucking breathe. Ow! My massive cock!
Yeah, Blitz is thinking very big of himself in this section. Good on Moxxie though. I support. Don't let your guard down, Blitz. He is very capable.
Great job, Moxxie. I'm not crying.
And always make sure your opponent can't get up again.
Double tap. Oh,
Whoa! Look out, humans. These imps mean business.
the
Now
editing.
that you're super smart and super strong and funny, little boys and girls, it's time to become cold-blooded murder machines with the help of
In?
No, just cut it for now. We'll come back to it later.
Who's recording
I
this
didn't
then?
fucking write the last one yet.
We only have this space for another 10 minutes.
Well, I can't create with all these fucking restrictions, Moxxie. No.
Yeah, they're really stifling his creative vision. He's a once-in-a-lifetime talent, so we wouldn't want that. It's going very well so far, I'm sure.
Like to be an artist.
I literally have a master's in theater.
Shut your fucking little bean-counting mouth. You are lucky I'm an
Oh.
improv genius.
You absolutely cannot improv an inward. No, wait.
So the last and most important step to being
Let's
an
hear it.
assassin is in. Great
Innovation?
word. And in stands for in. Interesting. No, interrupt. Yes, don't interrupt my flow with pointless bullshit.
We're floundering.
Like, don't get me a coffee and forget that the O is supposed to be crossed off on the cup. It's fucking triggering, and I'm pretty sure you know it's a hate crime. Oh, and don't start a diet when you know I like to steal your lunch, because everyone here knows tofu tastes like shit. Oh, and don't
Hey.
alphabetize someone's shit when I don't know what order letters go in.
You don't know the alphabet?
There you have it, cadets.
Stolas is learning some hard truths about Blitz today. Okay, the O one is valid, but not coming from Mr. Tell me your identity so I can prepare the appropriate slurs. Sorry, Blitz, not a leg to stand on here. Can't really defend this one either. The lunch stealing, not on my watch. And also, tofu that is properly cooked and properly seasoned is delicious. It's literally a sponge that can soak up flavor. If you've never had good tofu, Blitz, that's a skill issue, I fear. Though I will concede, maybe tofu in hell does taste like shit. I can't speak to that. And yeah, I mean, obviously it's all about the comedy of it, but it is funny that he complains in this video about the interns apparently unprompted alphabetizing things, trying to do a good job. Because obviously Blitz is either dyslexic or struggles with literacy in some form. But rather than the rest of the bullshit, that'd be something great to mention in the training video of, you know, don't do this. So yeah, it's just very ironic and very fitting for IMP. All the wasted space in this video going towards complaining about the things that the video could have been used to teach.
Don't know the alphabet?
There you have it, cadets. Congratulations!
I think
You
we've
are
lost
now fully fledged
our newest hires.
assassins. Get ready to risk your life on behalf of Hell's most petty and bitter denizens. Be sure to pick up your complimentary handgun on your way out.
Oh, no.
Remember, at IMP, we put the imp in profession.
Oh, the PNG that's not.
Professiontism. What the? Professionalism. You know, you write this like a fucking toddler, man. This is bullshit. I'm out of here. Narrate your own shit.
It's
Okay, wait. Blitz is the cool boss. Luna and Stolas is receptionist 1 and 2. Millie combat instructor. Moxxie a shitty ass employee. What's his name? Intern 1. Short 1, intern 2. big buck teeth in turn 3 and tall lady what's her name in turn 4. There we go. Is it just me or do they kind of look like us? People that hold the camera. Edited by Luna? Okay, it does track. She's the, you know, the younger among them, and Blitz did say she was going to edit it down, but I don't know, it just very felt like everything going wrong. Maybe I unfairly maligned him. I was like, this seems like his editing style. Music by Sick Beats for free, virus com.hell, that's great. Only 8 animals, what? What animal? Where? Immediate murder professionals, owned by me, do not steal, it's copyright. So yeah, he did write this. I guess maybe Luna then edited it.
Fuck, that is dumb.
His glasses reflection. Look. Okay, I was literally going to say there was one point where the narrator really sounded like Stolas, Bryce Pinkham, so that tracks. And I also love the theming of the credits having the, you know, the transparent background. And I feel vindicated. I don't know whether Luna just did some of the editing or whether this is just a gag, but I mean, he's there slaving away over the timeline and the shitty green screen, so maybe collaborative effort, or maybe it's so shit that he wants to, you know, put all the blame of it onto Luna, but nice.
Okay, what the fuck? Hey, Looney, what does Medea offline mean?
What does Medea offline mean? Okay, that's an iconic screen. The media offline file missing error there. Okay, I really enjoyed that one, I must say. I think this is where the shorts are more at their strength, where it is a lot of chaos with, I think, a lot of characters. Because they are jokier in nature, I feel like it really has to be kind of a bottle episode, like focused on one concept and maybe a couple of characters, or something like this where the concept is the main thing and the characters are kind of just serving that purpose. But yeah, that one was very, very fun. Probably not one, this is the thing with the shorts, it's probably not one I would watch again. There are a few that I would amongst the shorts, but that's probably, like, it was fun watching it, but it's probably a one and done. The kind of video that you might not get much value out of watching a second time. Like, once you know how it goes, it's it doesn't offer much of substance beyond that, which is fine. Like, it was a lot of fun to watch, but yeah, does that make sense? And as a serial rewatcher of things, that's just kind of my own yardstick that I use sometimes of like, oh, is this the kind of thing that I would want to rewatch endlessly? And I can say this probably isn't, but it was still a lot of fun. All right, now we have short 13, which I think is a Moxxie and Stolas focus. I can see them getting along, but I'm interested to kind of see their dynamic. And I can see that the description says warning for fan fiction. So I already have a little bit of an idea of how this is going to go, and I'm very excited. So let's get into it. All right, short 13. Okay, back to the normal format. Oh, I love his cute little face. Okay, art classes, learn the basics. Oh my god, is that Imp Bob Ross? I can see, I mean, maybe they're unhappy little trees, but oh, I love that. Blitz might need to get on that, I think. I'm assuming the drawings that we saw were his work, but let's have a closer look. Hey, Stolas, Forte report. Me. You know what? I take it back. I was about to say this is incomprehensible. I mean, oh, that's cute little horse coming off one side and onto the other. It's actually quite comprehensible. Not too sure what's going on with the horse making spaghetti, I think. But Blitz opening the portal with the Osmodian crystal, going through it with a gun on the rooftop, I'm assuming for the report, making the kill. Okay, gun shooting Johnny Bravo, I guess. The site of a gun, restaurant. Okay, so is the guy a chef? I guess the pasta makes sense if that's the case. But to accurately make a report, I think further context is needed. Okay, Millie and Moxxie, Luna, dead. Okay, maybe he was a customer, maybe not the chef. I'm assuming that horse down the bottom with the same hair as him, so I'm assuming customer. And then Blitz with a cane and a top hat and a missile. Okay, he's lost me. But oh, on a date with his partner when they killed him?
What is this?
Valid.
Your Highness? You doing okay?
Your Highness.
Hardly. Blitz asked me to write a follow-up report for him, but this is all he gave me to work with.
Yeah,
I
not a
have
lot.
no idea what these are supposed to mean.
Well, you can just write whatever you want. The truth here is less important than the entertainment value.
What? What do you mean?
Okay, I don't know if that's supposed to be some kind of meta joke, but that's kind of how I feel about the shorts in general and their canonicity. Anyway, the truth is less important than the entertainment factor. Sometimes things don't exactly line up with how they're presented in canon, but you know, the entertainment factor is more important. I actually like that if it's a little meta commentary, but I love Moxxie's little look of understanding of like, been there. So I guess they're gonna fabricate some kind of report, but also give my man Stolas another outfit. I'm loving the little maroon turtleneck moment with the little chest feathers, the plumage. It is very slay, but I feel we have only seen him in this outfit for a hot minute. So someone get this man a stylist. Maybe Blitz can take him shopping again.
What? What do you mean?
Truth be told, the only reason we do these reports for the client is so they tell everyone what great assassins we are. So the better the story, the
Embellish.
better we look.
Really?
Let me see what you have so far. Upon entering
Fan
the
fiction.
world, Blitz acquired visual
I see.
confirmation of the first target outside a restaurant. He observed the target eating a bowl of spicy noodles.
Okay, first of all, I'm loving the, obviously the stylized, but vaguely Paper Mario-esque vibe, but also I fucking nailed it. His notes were, what is that? The little horse. But restaurant yum yum noodles, that's a pizza? Or is it just mushrooms on? No, it's chopsticks, so noodles. Like it's not spaghetti, but I was like, I guess the guy was a customer, maybe eating noodle. Okay. Blitz did give enough context clues after all. Not enough for a thorough report, but to get the gist. And I guess a little horse pop-up thing. That's inscrutable.
Bowl of spicy noodles topped with fatty pork, mushrooms, seaweed, green onion, ground nuts, and a seasoned soft-boiled egg.
Are these important
He also
details?
had an order of dumplings. He ordered an extra side of sauce. He also ordered... Seriously? What is this?
I'm just trying to be as accurate and thorough as possible.
Oh, Your Highness. No.
Fair.
The client doesn't want to hear about this. You
They don't want the
gotta use your
truth.
imagination. Spice it up a little. Like a novel.
Don't ask that of Stolas.
Oh, I see. Okay, so perhaps he wasn't eating lunch alone. Maybe he was with...
I'm so- what? Whoa. Did anyone else see that? Okay, we've got a hippo man and a mustache. Some dude out of, I don't know, a mix of Captain Underpants and Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Normal looking human woman. A bee, no one tell Kane. A clown and his balloon animal. Moving on. Now what the damn hell is this? Okay, slay, we have a gilf hunter on the loose. It's a bad idea to ask Stolas to spice things up because we know he has a very active imagination when it comes to spice, but this is beyond the pale, even for him. I guess these don't have to be romantic partners. I just assumed because of the drawing that Blitz did of him kissing the guy with like the e-boy middle part, blue hair guy. But maybe he's just out with his pal. I just don't have words left.
With a friend?
Here he is.
Sure, but let's take it a little farther, maybe. Like, what if this friend had a gun?
A gun?
Not Chekhov's
All stories are
gun.
better with a gun. He has it because
No.
he's the target's former partner from his old life of crime.
Right, I see.
Okay.
And this partner and him shared more than just a life of crime. They shared a secret passion that only they knew about.
There you go. Now you're getting into
Not the
it.
art style
This is the
change.
first time they've seen each other since those long-forgotten days. The tension proved to be too much, And they
Not in the
pounced on each other right there on the table in front of everyone.
Yes, sex sells. This is good.
The force of their passion cannot be restricted. An attractive and totally hung waiter approaches them and he
Highness,
Okay, I'm leaving this on the screen for 2 seconds, and now it's gone. Now that PDA was out of control, but I have an inkling that this episode is going to give the same energy as, was it the third shot? Maybe I'm crazy. The one with Emberlyn, the monster fucker girl. I have a feeling these are going to be the same brand of unhinged. I think I loved the little anime triple take, like it'll play the same scene, just slightly rewound for the emphasis or from like 3 different angles. And they did that for the very hung waiter. So happy for the 3 of them.
Your Highness, loving this. But for
Took the words out of my
we should
mouth.
probably get to the kill.
Right.
Yeah, pacing sake.
Right.
You asked him
The
to spice it
partners
up.
in crime left to go claim their buried fortune from years ago. What, you don't like buried treasure?
It's not that. It's just that we need some more immediate action to make the boss look good. How about
True.
a gunshot rings out?
Another gun?
Well, the gun has to go off.
Trust the process. A gunshot rang out and the target's lover fell over dead. Blitz looked for the source of the shot and found a man with a rifle perched along an adjoining rooftop. Who
Well,
could that
so who's
man
our
be?
target now?
Blitz wondered to himself, why would he shoot that man? But the time for wondering was not this time now. Blitz wasn't about to let someone steal his kill. He leapt across the rooftops towards the gunman. But oh no!
Not very efficient.
And spotted him and turned the rifle his way. Blitz swiftly dodged as bullets whizzed by his head. And when he saw an opening, he fired the sniper, hitting him in the shoulder and sending him over the side of the roof. Blitz chuckled to himself toughly. That one's on the house.
I have so many thoughts about this, but I just love, God, how many teeth he has and just the shape of his, I mean, it looks like a snout in this art style. Very derpy. But yeah, completely divorced from logic. He doesn't want him to steal his kill, so instead of shooting him clearly in sight, he decides to jump across the rooftop unarmed, or supposedly. But it's okay, he has good dodging skills. I mean, he said hitting him in the shoulder, but it sure as hell looks like he got him in the heart.
That one's on the house.
Oh, Blitz said that?
No, we're embellishing. Remember,
liked that,
fighting Blitz
Stolas?
as a cool action star is the only reason we're still in
Cornball.
business.
Oh, yes, I see. So then, just then, Blitz heard a yelp from below. The target was being kidnapped by masked men. Blitz made his way to the street
Mom.
using his rippling muscles and ninja-like parkour skills.
Ooh, nice
He looks so cool when designed by Stolas.
Pushed into the van, Blitz fired his mighty grappling hook.
good use of gadgets.
Thank you. The hook found purchase on the rear bar.
Oh, honestly, I get it's for comedy, but I really love the dynamic set up between Stolas and Moxxie in terms of the encouragement, but also the creative pushback. Like, Moxxie is not afraid to be like, no, didn't like that idea. I think we need to up the pacing here. Especially given, I forgot to mention that he did call him Your Highness at the start, and I get that he's not technically Your Highness anymore, so it's interesting there's still that layer of hierarchy, especially from the imp's position. I guess it's not so easy as just being like, oh, I guess he's not royalty. There is still that layer of, yeah, you get it. But I think what's great about Moxxie is rather than that being the most important thing, his creative vision and the creative vision in general is his priority. And Stolas is nice. It's not like he's gonna bite his head off. In fact, he is taking on board the constructive criticism and, you know, working it into their little fanfic here. But Moxxie's not afraid to speak up and share his ideas with Stolas. Whereas I feel like when he does that with Blitz, he kind of gets his head bitten off a little bit, sometimes, depending on where Blitz is at in Blitz's journey and how he's feeling about that. But yeah, Stolas really took it on board, and then when he's kind of implementing his own cool ideas, Moxxie's giving a lot of encouragement. I know it's a small thing, but it's nice to see Moxxie kind of take on that, I mean, not quite so far as a mentorship role, but it's collaborative, but he's being very encouraging. So I feel like they have a similar energy, and it's fun seeing them bounce ideas off each other.
Purchase on the rear bumper, and as the van sped off, Blitz was dragged after them, but he held on courageously.
The art style.
Blitz pulled himself slowly but surely up the rope, all the while dodging various easy-to-draw obstacles. Finally, he makes it to the car and climbs onto the roof.
What's that?
One of the men said suspiciously.
A problem?
Said the driver. Then the thugs all pulled out 2 guns.
There's so many thugs. Each?
Guns fucking rock.
Yes, I feel it. Anyway, the thugs all fired through the roof, forcing Blitz to masterfully.
Well, he's good at
dodge
dodging, so it's fine.
Blitz then threw himself onto the hood of the van, brandishing his own gun, and said, "Oh, I need a good one-liner for when he shoots them." Oh,
They're so cute.
You should have obeyed the laws of the road, muchacho!
Blitz fired into the car.
See, not my favorite. I would have given that one a miss. But Stolas, his little chirp. I can't. This might be my new favorite duo.
The driver and then cartwheeled to safety as the van
What about the target?
and exploded. He reached in and masculinely pulled from the wreckage his target, somehow unharmed. Blitz retrieved from
Answer
his
my
coat
question.
his knife to finish the job. "Please," the target begged, "I'll do anything you want." Blitz just looked at him assassiningly and said, "I want you to die, hombre." And he drove the knife
The hombre and
into
muchacho.
his chest.
Wait, we can't finish there. What about the dangling plot threads? Why was he being kidnapped?
Okay, I like the brainstorming that's happening here. And yes, there are some dangling plot threads. I mean, this is also a pitfall of the creative process. They've kind of written themselves into a corner now, because what the hell was all of that?
Just as Blitz's knife begins to fall, a gunshot rang out, knocking the knife from his hand. Blitz looks up.
A second
to
sniper?
find the sniper from earlier, who hadn't been killed after all.
Who are you and why did you kidnap?
Blitz exclaims curiously.
Someone who loves this man very much.
The sniper
The
pulls
voice.
off their masks to reveal themselves. It was the very man who had had lunch with the target.
But he was dead. Why does he look like future Trunks? My Dragon Ball heads know what I'm talking about. He was
How
dead.
can this be? Cried Blitz. I saw you get shot
Uh-huh.
by you. The sniper looks back at Blitz with piercing eyes.
True.
That man was not me. It was
Twin brother.
my evil twin.
End scene. I don't need to see any more. It's clearly flawless. Not a single plot hole in sight. Yeah, just an airtight storyline there, so good job, Stolas. Yeah, I can tell by Moxxie's face he has, similar concerns.
Really?
What? Evil twins are a classic.
Well, there's a
More
fine
of a-
line between classic and cliche. How
Exactly,
about something
Moxxie.
a little less convoluted, like... You can't kill him, the gunman said. We need him to lead us to where he buried the loot from the last job he pulled with the partner we killed who was railing him on that table in front of a Tuesday lunch crowd.
That makes
See how it
sense,
all
though.
ties together now?
Oh, so you did enjoy the buried treasure. So, how do we end it?
Neat and tidy.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to not overstay your welcome.
Well, I must say that was more fun than expected. I think we make a pretty good team.
I agree.
Yes, we do, don't we? Do you have any other reports that need punching up?
No, but I do have other writings,
Ooh.
personal projects that I suppose you could take a look at if you were so inclined.
Moxxie, your
You
boss
don't
is in
mind them
those.
slanting a bit more mature.
Your Highness, you writing porn?
Well, I prefer to call it erotica, but yes, I'm writing porn.
That is so nice. I'd love to help. Did you know that erotic fiction is the highest growing subgenre of literature on the market today? I always thought about writing something myself, but I'm really more skilled as an editor. So if we work together with our natural chemistry,
That's true.
I bet we can make something that really shakes up the space. Let me see what you have.
Oh no. Okay, I wasn't sure where that was going in terms of, is he going to be alarmed that one of the characters is his boss? But, oh, this is so wholesome. I love this dynamic. And I don't know, it's really nice seeing them get along like this, because Moxxie's kind of downtrodden a lot of the time, and Stolas is often up here a lot of the time, especially when he was more royal. Not saying he thinks he's above it all, but like just the difference in station and how they're treated most of the time. And Moxxie's kind of often quite underfoot a little bit, so it's nice seeing them just, I don't know, be pals on the same level, sharing their interests. And honestly, a lot of that was very, very true. Stolas was coming up with some fun ideas, but Moxxie was a good editor, kind of reining it in. So I think they could make some magic. But I'm just really, really impressed with the art direction for this episode, the different art styles, the paper like kind of design for a lot of it. I imagine, you know, for how simple it was intentionally, so much work must have gone into that. So yeah, hats off to the team. What a fun one that was. Okay, well, that was the 2 remaining shorts. Very much a good time. I think the second one, the most recent one, number 13, the fanfic writing one, I think that was my favorite of the 2, purely because I'm character focused, and seeing Moxxie and Stolas kind of bond that way definitely raised it up in my esteem. I'm really curious whether that kind of dynamic is purely, you know, non-canon for the purpose of these, or whether they will carry that over to season 3 at all. Obviously, some time will have passed, so it's not like it would be totally unnatural for people who haven't seen the shorts if Moxxie and Stolas have kind of bonded off screen, and then the people who have seen the shorts can kind of fill in the gap of like, oh, it was from that. So I'd be interested to see, yeah, how that plays out. Or rather, I am interested to see, because we will see how it eventually plays out in only a couple of short months. So yeah, it's sneaking up on us. Oh, that was really fun. And I feel like I have some closure now with no more shorts looming over my head, because I was like, oh, I've got to get to them. And now I have. So yeah, that's all for today. I will leave things there. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed as well. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.